So a redshirt freshman will be doing a place kicking and kickoffs, and a junior college transfer is going to be the punter. So that might come into play. I don't know what kind of leg the redshirt freshman kid is, but, we might see we might be able to get some returns in. So
Yeah. That Kalamakia, wasn't he only there 1 year last year? Josh Kalamakia?
I don't know. That's why I
Supposedly it
wish
was a
Brian
pretty
was on
decent.
here.
Yeah.
Brian's the encyclopedia. He knows that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about Weber.
Yeah, I think he's going to post his preview on ustateaggies.com. Last time I checked, it wasn't there. Maybe that's what he's doing instead of getting on this podcast. I don't know, but yeah, we'll get some more information on there. But really, I mean, the crazy thing is these days with everything that the school and the official website put out there, you can go on and you can get all the depth charts and the rosters and all that kind of stuff from either Weber State or Utah State website, and you can check out what they did last year and who they have coming back and all that kind of stuff. So that's why we like to kind of talk about what we think are going to be important matchups and what we think, what we're expecting from the game. So we got special teams covered. We got defense. I think the theme is pretty solid across the board, especially defense and special teams. I expect to be pretty solid. Offense is one spot that, like I say, if they can force them to throw the ball, I think they'll be in good shape. I don't think we're going to be overwhelmed with tons of people clamoring for more Weber State breakdown, so we can move on. Hopefully, what's that?
Just real quick for Utah State fans. Watch on Weber State on defense, number 7, Josh Burton, 6'1", 190-pound free safety out of Louisiana. He's a pretty good player. So they got a couple guys in the back end that are pretty good players. So keep an eye on that guy.
Okay. So yeah, hopefully Utah State can win the turnover battle. My other two, if you want to know the keys to winning and really how Utah State is going to win, I guess technically Utah State could lose the turnover battle, which I was going to mention. Obviously the turnover battle is going to be important, and then the explosive plays. So if you win the explosive plays and you win the turnover battle, you're going to win a very, very high percentage of the time. Some people say 90+%, 95, 98%. Different people have different things they look at as far as the stats and different things, but different ways of looking at it. Because I think College Football Matrix looks at scoring plays. So anyway, they have their certain stats. I'm not just throwing stuff out there, because there's different stats and different ways that you can look at it. But those are every game. I'm going to probably mention that you got to win those turnovers, and you got to win those big plays and score some long touchdowns.
I agree.
But I mean, really, the most important key to the game is that it's still 2 days away. So hopefully we can all get through tomorrow, and then it'll be game day, right?
Tomorrow's going to be a long day.
Tomorrow might be a long day. Tomorrow definitely could be a long day for Aggie fans, but it'll all be worth it. So yeah, hopefully we can all make it through. We're looking at 10 minutes to go. So let's see. I think we already mentioned it.
Do you have any?
Washington State home and home. We can touch on that. It's 2020 and 21. I like the fact that Utah State's playing in the Pacific Northwest again, which is a good thing. They played at Washington last year, which was good. It's definitely becoming a more and more important recruiting area. So that's definitely a good thing to go to Washington State. And even more importantly than that is have a Pac-12 team come to Logan, especially when Utah's not coming. So,
do you know how I think they got that deal done?
Who?
That's all about Mr. Tobeck. If everybody knows who I'm talking about, Robbie Tobeck.
He could have helped out with that.
He could have helped out with that a little bit, yeah. So
is that gonna?
I don't know if he did. I'm just throwing that out there.
His son will still be here.
Yeah.
For the.
He'll be senior, I do believe, won't he?
He'll be a senior for the first game or for the second game?
It's for the home game, for the 2020.
Yeah. Wait, he's a freshman this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we already read. Never mind.
Yeah,
he won't be
redshirted.
here.
So anyway,
yeah.
So that'll be cool. We got a couple questions about when we thought Utah State would play Utah again in football. I'm not expecting it in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Obviously
frankly,
2021, 2000. The earliest it would be is 22, 23, 24, or something like that. But I'm not even expecting that. I mean, at this point, it's what could help that maybe is, I guess technically if BYU didn't want to play Utah, or for some reason Utah and BYU didn't play, maybe Utah would say, oh, I guess we'll play Utah State. So obviously, what happens with the Big 12 and different things like that may affect the Utah State series, but I mean, barring something else, they've made the choice they don't want to go to Logan, and they've made the choice that they'd rather schedule a Northern Illinois or a San Jose State, Fresno State, home and home, and crap like that than actually playing Utah State, which makes no sense because Utah State may even be willing to do like a 2-for-1, but Utah is just so full of themselves, and they've got,
well, to be honest
for
with you,
whatever reason, I don't know. I mean, I guess I get it to a certain extent. Some years and some schedules, need easier games and different things, but I don't know.
And honestly, I don't. As long as Utah State can keep scheduling P5 schools on their schedule, and especially getting home and homes like they just did, I could care less. I mean, they can do what they do down there, and Utah State needs to just keep doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? I mean, it just doesn't.
Right.
It's not healthy as a fan base, in my opinion, to just sit there and dwell on it. You know what I mean? I don't know. We still play BYU, and all those people that think they're going to go to the Pac-12. I don't think that's going to happen. I'd be shocked if the Big 12 even expanded. That's kind of their style to. Growing up in the Midwest, I kind of know how they are.
Big 12's a mess.
It is, and it always has been a mess. It was a mess when it was the Big 8,
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. But, yeah, like I said, I just don't think it's – I want to focus on the season, and as long as Mr. Hartwell there keeps announcing home and homes with P5 schools in the upcoming years, I'm fine with it.
Exactly. I mean, I can think of a lot of games to schedule, especially where you've already got BYU basically penciled in every year. You've got usually an FCS game. I mean, if you can play another team like an Arkansas State, and then go to rotate around where you're playing USC's and Washington States, and I would love to go to Texas A&M. So that's kind of my bucket list place to go see a game. But at the same time, even going to somewhere like Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin,
yes.
those are awesome games too. They might not, or Michigan. Those Big Ten teams would be awesome. I mean those are stadiums. Those are places that everyone wants to go see a football game, and so even though it might not be the warm, sexy pick or in-state rivalry, those are good games. So any game in Texas, any game in Florida, any game in California, any game against Pac-12, I think is a good schedule, especially if it's home and home. I mean, that's a total win for Utah State to get Washington State to schedule home and home. So, anything else that we've forgotten to talk about? What else you got, Seth?
I don't know. Did you have any other questions? Did anybody ask any other questions that we can answer?
I guess we could talk about the stripe the Mav. I'm expecting my favorite uniform combination of white, blue, white, but we'll see.
That was my
we'll see.
Yeah, and for you tailgate lovers out there, it's peach season, and I made some peach barbecue sauce last night, ready to go, all jarred up, stoked to try it on some ribs. We'll see how it goes.
You are amazing. So yeah, thanks for the questions. We love Ogden Aggie, U State 5, JT Aggie. Is that his handle? I can't remember. JT Aggie. They've been sending in questions basically every episode, so we appreciate those guys. All of the awesome Aggie fans, and then this guy's called I Feel Like Cam, but I think it's Gotti Squad 24. Asked a question about who's the best player on Weber. I think it's the running back or number 7 on defense, like Seth mentioned, the free safety. So yeah, I almost
real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tyler Murphy tweeted you, and he said that getting Wichita and Gonzaga for basketball would be awesome. So I'll throw a little basketball in there too.
So yeah, a little basketball. Wichita State, Gonzaga for basketball. Yeah, I get that, but I mean it's all about football. So if you can get a couple Texas schools, probably number one target. If Mountain West ever needs to add a team, I'm not expecting Colorado State to go to the Big 12. I'm not expecting even BYU to go to the Pac-12 or Big 12, let alone Boise State, or San Diego State, or somebody UNLV. So really not a question that's going to happen too likely or too soon, but you never know. Crazier things have happened. So I feel like Mountain West and Utah State in general would be in a pretty good place if even if they did lose a couple of those teams and they brought in a couple of the Texas teams. And the last team I want to add, just as a side note, is New Mexico State. Never in MSU is my hashtag, but I've been there and I've dealt with those fans for the. I don't know if anybody else went to that WAC championship in Las Cruces. What year would that have been? 2006 or something? 2000, yeah, something like that. 2007. I don't know. It was J.C. Carroll was playing for Utah State, and I was holding a babe. No, it must have been. I guess it could have been 2007, 2008. I was holding a baby, and there was New Mexico State fans that wanted to fight me just because I was wearing a Utah State shirt. So that was cool when I was holding a baby, and for no reason, absolutely no reason.
At least they didn't want to. Was that your oldest?
Yeah.
Well, at least they didn't want to eat him.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. But knowing them down there, I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I guess it didn't escalate that quickly. I didn't have that problem. So yeah, pretty crazy. I don't want to go there. I don't want Idaho. I don't think the Mountain West needs Idaho or New Mexico State. I'd rather go with somebody else. Heck, I'd rather go with North Dakota State than Idaho or New Mexico State, because you might as well travel to North Dakota State if you're going to go to Las Cruces or or Moscow. So anyway, thanks for listening. 8 seconds left. Go visit ustateaggies.com. Check back, Aggie Up, subscribe.